Guys, today I'm going to share with you my experience as I was before I was doing online arbitrage, I was doing retail arbitrage. And so today we are going to discuss which store are actually the best store to source at. So let's get into it. We are going to do a tier list as last time. If you don't know what is a tier list, this is it. We are going to go through it, and I know there's two logos that you cannot see right there. It's Nike and Adidas because they are black, but you will see them once we are going to put them inside the tier list. So let's start with the first website in the list, and not the website but the first store in the list. So the first store in the list is Best Buy. So I'm glad actually that it's the first website, because Best Buy is slept on. It is slept on heavily among people that does retail arbitrage. And for me, it's a good, all right. By the way, here's the tiers. So God tier, good and all right, decent, trash, and we are actually going to delete this one. So we will do it with 4 tiers today. It's pretty good. So it's upper good, all right tier. It's actually pretty decent. Like, not a lot of people are going to Best Buy to source, and the video games are just it's pretty easy to source, because you just go to the video game section and you just look at what video games are on sale and you scan them, and you can find a lot of hidden gems. Really, like, I'm telling you, there's not a lot of people that are actually going to source at Best Buy compared to the other websites, to the other stores. And I'm sorry, because I've been so deep into online arbitrage, I know I only talk about website when I talk about sourcing, but other people are going a lot to the other stores, and I've never seen a person scanning in Best Buy. Moreover, it's pretty easy to find the deals, even if you do want to scan other stuff, like not only video games. Video games is what I used to do. I started doing it pretty late in my journey, doing retail arbitrage, and almost right before I ended. But like, I found a lot of leads at Best Buy. I was able to spend so much money at Best Buy with video games. It was just amazing. And I wish that I had found it earlier. Let's move to the next one. It's actually Nike. And when we are going to talk about Nike and Adidas, it is going to be about the factory store, not the regular Nike store. Do not go to the regular Nike store, because you're not going to find anything. But the Nike store, I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me. For me, it's just decent. Why? Most of the shoes that you are going to find will have the box cut off. You cannot sell these. You can sell these on Amazon, but when you buy Nike, you expect to receive a box, so you are going to get more than likely a lot of returns and a lot of unhappy customer if you do it that way. If you sell shoes, in my opinion, you should always sell them with the box, and this is why. Regarding the clothes. The clothes can be good, but there's just so many stuff to scan, and let's put it that way, your success rate, meaning the number of good items that you will find based on when you look at the whole product, like all the products they have, you will have to scan a lot to find profitable products at the Nike factory stores. In my experience, this is what's going to happen. However, when you find good shoes, it's pretty easy to spend money. But it's going to be with higher ticket items, and so when you are starting, it's not as good. And if you are doing retail arbitrage, more than likely you're not spending $5,000, $10,000 a day. So for that reason, Nike is going to the decent category. Let's move to Adidas. Now, Adidas is going, in my opinion, to be indecent, but it's borderline in between decent and good, all right. Adidas is better than Nike in my experience. Also, I've seen way more resellers at Adidas factory stores than at Nike factory stores. When they have sales at Adidas on the shoes, it's just amazing. I've seen a guy like put like maybe 300, 400 boxes of shoes behind the counter because he was just finding so much stuff. Like when they have sale, the Adidas factory store is just amazing. Now, it's not the best source, and once again, the price will actually be a little bit cheaper than Nike, in my experience. But it's the same thing, already the same thing, so decent tier. Let's move to CVS, and we are going to do Walgreens at the same time because it's pretty much the same thing. Both are decent. Because it's good if you want to do candy, like if you want to do groceries and stuff, they always have deals on those types of items. However, you're going to spend a lot of time scanning them and adding them to your bag, and you're not going to spend a lot of money. So it's good when you are starting. However, once you are getting more advanced, like if you want to spend your money, if you have $500 to spend every day, let's say, it's going to take a while to do it at CVS and Walgreens. For that reason, it's going to decent. Now, let's move to Target. And I know a lot of people are going to be unhappy with what I have to say about Target. Target is trash. Like, it's just trash. In my opinion, it's just trash because you need to know that most of the time when I go to Target and when I used to go to Target, I'm sorry, like my success rate was pretty low. I used to do the Target clearance and it was not that good, and most of the product tanks super quick because of people using BrickSeek, I guess. It's just not. I don't get the hype with Target. And let's do Walmart at the same time. I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me. My success rate at those stores were so low, so low that I don't know. Maybe it's just in my area. In South Florida, it's not that good. I don't know. But I did start by going to those stores. Actually, Target, I flipped a lot of Hot Wheels, and I was just getting all the Hot Wheels, like all the certain sizes. But it's just not that good, guys. Like, it's really hard to continuously. In my opinion, at least I haven't been able to. I know people killing it with it, but like in my opinion, it's trash. Like you really need to. I don't know. I just don't know. It's just my opinion once again. If you have a different experience with those stores, give it to me in the comments. I will reply to the comments. I'm always open to the discussion. But for me, those two stores are just trash. It's just trash. There's so much good stores where you can go and spend your money easily that I don't get it. I don't know. And let's move to one of those stores, actually. Ross. God tier. God tier. I live in Miami. I had a route with all the Ross stores in Miami and Broward County. And doing them all. And like at every single store, you can easily spend at least $300. Easy $300 each Ross, because all the items are discounted. So you can just go and like scan everything, scan every single thing. Women clothes, sports leggings, toys, baby clothes, sports like the sports section, sports accessories, everything. You will find something in everything. Now, some periods, some categories are going to be slower, but like still, like you can always find deals at Ross to resell on Amazon, and it's just crazy. Even if you sell on eBay, you can go to the shoes and look at the cleats and stuff. Like there's so much money to be made at Ross. Now, if you're in Miami, some of the stores, like, and I guess it's everywhere, but some of the stores are going to be slower than other. Like some of the stores are going to be trash. In Miami, there's two actually. The one close to the Walmart on 79th Street is trash. And the other one in Little River. So there's one in Little River. It's close to Little Lady over there. It's trash. Those two are trash. But all the other ones, like there's 20, 30 other stores in the area. They are so great. So tap in with Ross. Best store in my opinion to source at. Best one. This is the number one. If you are doing retail arbitrage, Ross is just the best one. Get it in Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Puma. Then you're gonna get auto ungated in RBX. You're gonna get auto ungated in Early. And just with those brands, you are going to make a killing. Then you look at toys, what toy brand you can find, and you're going to find pretty much the same thing, especially with toys and sports accessory. You're going to find pretty much the same thing in each and every store. So once you've done 1, 2 on the same day or the same week, like the third one, look for the things that you already found in those 2 categories because it's super fast. And then look at cosmetic as well. There's so much money to be made at Ross. So I'm just going to stop talking about Ross. Let's move to the next one. Home Depot. Trash. Worst one. Don't ever go there. I'm not even going to talk about it. It's just trash. Don't lose your time. And we're just going to do the trash one. You know what? I'm in the mood. Ace Hardware. Trash. I've been to one Ace Hardware in my life. It's such a mess. It's such a mess inside that I don't even know you can go and source in that store. Just for that reason, it's trash. No. If you do online arbitrage, I think you can scan the website. I dislike this store so much that I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna order, even if I find crazy products, I'm never gonna order on the website. It's trash. I don't like it. The website is ugly. The stores are ugly. The only time I go is just if I need to duplicate keys. That's it. Same Energy, 5 Below, trash. Not one good product. I've been multiple times to the one in Miami. It's trash. Okay. Let's keep going. You know what? Let's keep going. Goodwill. Trash. If you do books, Goodwill is trash. You better to go just on like independent stores, what is it called? Independent stores where I forgot how it's called, but if you want to find book, just go to independent thrift stores. Here you go. Do not go to Goodwill. It's gonna be a loss of you're gonna lose your time. Salvation Army is actually better. We are going to put Salvation Army in a decent spot, but for used books, and I will put that under retail arbitrage. Usually those big name brands, big name thrift stores are not going to be as good. Go to independent thrift store. It's always going to be better in my opinion. You're going to find better books because I believe that Goodwill actually sells book on Amazon. They scan books, so this is why I guess it's become trash in the past few years. When I started doing it, it was already trash, but I've seen a lot of video of people going to Goodwill to do this. I don't think it's as good as it was before, but selling used book is still a thing, but just go to independent thrift store. Next, guys, we are going to get to Marshalls. So Marshalls, God tier. It's just God tier. It's not as good as Ross though, because you will find, in my experience, you will stumble upon more Marshall stores that are trash than Ross's that are trash. Like, for all the Marshalls I've done, like, I would say half of them are trash. For Ross, it's maybe gonna be like 5%. You will find good deals, however, if you find a good Marshalls. And maybe it's just my area. Maybe it's just my area. Because the few Marshall stores that are really close to me are not that good. But there's one in Miami in Dolphin Mall that's amazing. And if you are in Miami, I'm just giving you all the game, guys. I'm giving you all the games. The one on South Beach, don't do it. It's trash. Downtown Miami, it's okay. Dolphin Mall, it's amazing. Sawgrass Mall, amazing. And I'm sorry if you live in another place, but these tips probably also applies to you, I guess. But let's move to the next one. I'm sorry, I need to put my phone on silence. No! Costco. I've never sourced at Costco because it's just so big. I've seen people doing great at Costco. I've done great sourcing on the online website, Costco.com. So I will put it at, from what I've seen, I believe it's decent. If you want me to make a video doing retail arbitrage at Costco so we can try together and maybe I can change my mind, just leave it in the comment, let me know in the comments. I will do it. If you're just not interested, why would I do it? Why would I waste my time? But if that's something that interests you, let's do it. Maybe we can do it live, it will be fun. I don't know. Let's go to the next one, Publix. If you are in the South, you know what Publix is. Great store, however, to source. I've never really sourced it, but sometimes I look at the weekly deals and I've seen some great products but never pulled the trigger. But it looked pretty decent if you have a small budget, if you don't have a lot of money to spend. For me, it was not worth it because I was going, like when I was still doing retail arbitrage, I was spending close to 300, like more actually than $300 a day. So this is not numbers that I could do at Publix because I was doing my spending in 1 or 2 days of the week. So it was like more than 1,000 every time I was sourcing. It's just not worth it for me. Like the volume that you can do at Publix did not seem worth it. For that reason, since they are still great product, I'm gonna put it at decent, but under CVS and Walgreens. Because I know that CVS and Walgreens, you can actually make money. I did it when I started, as I told you. So let's move to the next one. Snipes. Once again, I've never done it personally in person going into Snipes to source. However, they have a lot of deals on shoes. When you go, at least the one by my house, when you go to the back of the store, they have a lot of shoes on clearance. A lot of great pairs. I'm 100% sure you can make a lot of money with those shoes. And I don't know why I haven't done it myself, but this is something that I need to try. And there's one really close to my house, so I may try. So for now, I will put it right next to Costco and under Costco because Snipes is small, so you cannot do as much volume as Costco. Costco, if you find a product, you can probably purchase like 30 of them. So we will put it in decent and we will try someday, maybe in video, and we will see if I change my mind. Because yeah, guys, a lot of these stores, I haven't done it just because I know that I would not be able to reach the volume that I need to do quickly. Like Snipes is gonna be hit or miss, and like I'd rather go just to Ross and Marshall and just spend all my money because this is products I know the sales cycles, I know it works. And this is what you need to do when you do retail arbitrage. You need to know the sales cycle. You need to know pretty much like all the products you find at your store, how fast they are going to sell, how much you can potentially buy, because like if there's a lot of those stores around you, you are going to be able to spend a lot of money quickly because you're going to find the same product at each store. Next, Dick's. Trash. I'm sorry if I made a lot of noise. It's really trash. I haven't been able to find one single product at Dick's when I was doing retail arbitrage. It sucks. I found more products at Goodwill than at Dick's. No, Dick's. Online, it's great. However, all the Dick's around me, I've never seen a single clearance like end cap, nothing. Dick's for me has been really trash. No, the story might be different for you. It's not just as Goodwill, where we know it's trash. We know it's been trash for a few years. Dick's has just been trash. For me, it may be different in your area. Try. If you're in Miami, Dick's is just trash. The website, wherever we're going to do online arbitrage, is pretty good. Now, last one. TJ Maxx. So, TJ Maxx is going to be good, alright, but under Best Buy. Why? TJ Maxx is just Marshalls, but more expensive. To be 100% fair. It's the same store, except it's more expensive. You're going to find the same products, but they're gonna be more expensive. Depending on the period, like back to school, you can make a lot of money with the backpacks again. It's just not as good. It's just like Marshall and Ross, but not as good. So I would put it under Best Buy, and like if I was to start doing retail arbitrage again, I will do these stores in that order. By the way, I want to add that the reason also that Nike and Adidas are indecent and not in good is that there's not a lot of Adidas factory stores and Nike factory stores spread around the country. There's not enough for you to be able to go from one to the other and then to the other and like doing multiple ones back to back on the same day. If you want to do that, you will need to drive a lot. It's different with Ross, Marshall, Best Buy, and TJ Maxx. There's just so much more of those stores around the country and probably around your area. So for that reason, in my opinion, this is something really big when you're doing retail arbitrage, because you want to learn those stores and you want to be able to go to the, let's say you go to Ross, you want to be able to go to the next one and be able to recognize product directly and spend your money like this all the time. You find the product, just put it to your cart. Like, find the product, put it to your cart. Find the product, put it to your cart. You want to be able to do this all the time. And when you go, like if there's a lot of those stores, just check, guys. If there's 20 stores in your county, in your area, just do them all. Take 2 days of your week and do them all. There's 20 Ross in your area, do them all of them. Do them. Soon enough, you'll make money. Same thing. If it's the case for you with Walmart, do it. Even if Walmart is a little bit more complicated, Ross, you can just scan anything. Marshalls, you can scan everything. Since everything is discounted, it's going to be way easier for you to make money. So yeah, this is the end of this video. And if you want to learn how to use Keepa to validate lead, check this other video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for today.